Okay, so let's wait a second so some people can come on, and then so we found our first one. I saw one. I spotted it, like the dog didn't find it. I saw it. It's in this giant bean field, so I'm gonna spin it around for some people to come on. So when you look in this big bean field, we worked down to the end of it, and then I went into the woods. There's some trails that go in, and I went into the woods to see what it looked like as far as bedding. There wasn't a lot of beds, but I think we're gonna go in there anyway later. So then we worked our way down to the end of the point. We started coming back through, and I was on the far left, and right at the edge of where these beans meet the CRP, there's a pretty nice shed laying there. So it's on these little trails. If you see, you got all these little trails that are just pounded from the top, and they all were dropping down into the beans. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Wyatt with Millie. So Millie is how old, Wyatt?
10 months.
10 months. So she's been picking up hard horns with him a little bit. So we're gonna take the older dogs. Taylor, come here.
Really?
Taylor, come here. And we're like 20 yards, 30 yards from it. So back up, guys, a little bit, and then let's let Wyatt. Red, this way. Back up this way. Bring that little pup. So now what we're gonna do is turn this into a lesson, because we know there's one laying there. It's as natural as it can be. And so now what we want to do is we want to ensure that this young dog, has success and finds it. And I don't care if you gotta wait 10 minutes and get downwind, or the wind right now is from kind of the south, huh? So from our right to left a little bit. So he's gonna take Millie in. I want him to give her a hunt command is all. And her hunt command is find it, right? Yep. So let's just watch Wyatt. I want to watch Wyatt come in and work this. But I'm super jacked. Like I'm really controlling this right now. I sound pretty mellow. I'm pumped. I'm boiling over right now. So go ahead and work her through, and now we're just gonna let her work, and she's gonna have success. I don't care what it looks like. This is gonna turn a light bulb on for a little pup. And right now, I don't mind giving her a real hunt cue of find it. Her hunt commands find it, get her excited, and get her hunting on it. Because there is something for her to find. Girls, quiet. So it's like 15 yards further, so he's gonna do everything he can to get her to have success. Let's see. So he's got to find it himself. It's probably like 10 yards further in front of you and to the right just a little bit. I would get her more excited. Like, you can see when his tone goes, she starts to work more. Now Hutch here, Hutch is really excited. He really wants to go. What we're doing is we're using this for an opportunity for a young dog to find her first shed successfully. So now it's going to fall on to Wyatt to get her excited and get her hunting hard. This is one of those things, guys, where it's so tempting to reach in, run in. I was tempted. I wanted to run up and grab it. Well, it's not going anywhere. So use this to make sure you have success with these young dogs. This is the stuff that you only have so many finds in a year. They have to turn into retrieves by the dogs, because that's where the light gets turned on. That's where it clicks. And as she gets warmer, Wyatt, really intensify with your excitement. So you gotta remember, Millie's 10 months, never found a hard horn yet. She's picked up a few in training with Wyatt, but never found one. Ramp her up, ramp her up, ramp her up with excitement.
Where is it, girl?
There's a little wind. Get her going right now.
Good girl, where is it? Where is it?
See her working the nose right now?
That's a
So it's like a little bird dog getting birdie. There, get her on it, get her on it, get her on it, get her on it, get her on it. That's a good girl! Very good! Very good! That's a good girl! Tons of praise. Tons of praise. That's a good girl! Very good! Oh, that's a good girl! Good girl! Go right through with your. Oh, you haven't. This dog hasn't even been hold conditioned, so he doesn't even have to go through with hold. But pour on the praise right now. Like I want a ton of it. Good girl, very good. She has to think that is all it takes for this guy to get so excited. I've never seen you so excited before. So guys, that was super realistic, like 100% real. And the first time that is, that didn't look like a finished shed dog. Well, she's not. She's 10 months old. She's never found a horn before. So, but what I loved about it was how she came in and she got downwind. And that's when I said to him, you have to amp her up right now. So as soon as she kind of got birdie, and you could tell she worked right up into the wind on it, and her tail started going. And I said, right now, amp it up, amp it up, amp it up. And all of a sudden she went, boom, she found it. That was tremendous. For a first find, we made that work. So it would have been so much easier. That's the second side. You can tell that second side because that deer probably kicked that off with that big spur on it like that. First side probably was shed. He didn't like it. He probably kicked the second side off, unless it was in a fight. But that is definitely the second side to shed. So that's how we have to handle these early finds for these dogs. So that's great. First one. Yeah. And we're only a couple hundred yards into it. So come on, Taylor, here. So I filmed before, guys. Maybe we'll go live. Maybe we'll just keep live for a little bit. But I filmed before because I wanted to show the range. So I'm standing in this bean field, guys, in the CRP. And right now we've talked a lot about range with dogs. And people have said, we really want to have our dogs range out further. We want 60, 70, 80 yards. 60, 70, 80 yards is 2 times away from where that ranger is right now. That ranger's 30 yards from me. I do not want a dog twice as far away because I have no idea what they're working on. They have no idea where I'm working. This field alone, I don't know if it's 70 yards wide. I don't need a dog. I don't want a dog that far out. I'm going to show you when I work Taylor at my range. I filmed it before. I was just going to use it later as a post, but I'm going to show you. Right now they're 15 yards from me. I don't mind that because between me and them, I would not see a shed. I wouldn't see one. I can't be, and this is in a field. Imagine us in the woods. We're going to do that later today. So let's keep walking through here and see. I won't bore you too long, but we're going to keep walking and see how this goes. The rest of this field. You want to move up towards
I'll go
that part?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll stay in this edge. So we want to make sure we cover this CRP. The beans are obvious. There'll be sheds laying in the beans, but I think we'll find more off the beans probably than in. So then we've got this going on over here. We got the big training. All right, girls, who's ready? Okay.
Celebrate!
Celebrate is right. Celebrate. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the range that I like with Taylor.
Millie, here.
Taylor, come on. There's Taylor up in front. Huh? Yep. Whoa, look out, little girl. Look who decided to walk under my legs. So you're fine. You guys control that animal. All right, keep your eyes peeled, guys. So that's about a max distance I want my dog working. Taylor's out from me 25 yards. She's 10 yards in front of Steph. But look at, I mean, there's only 40 yards, 50 yards between us and the top of this CRP. If my dog's working 60 yards, we're missing sheds. I don't care what you say. The dog's noses are good and in good conditions. They can smell them from a distance. But there's no way I want them out 60, 70 yards, especially when we get into thick cover where I think most of the sheds we find are. We're not going to find nearly as many sheds in a wide open field as we will in cover. So I might run this just a little bit longer and then I'll probably turn it off until we find one or we have a dog find one. But today is an extension of our training. So we've got a bunch of young dogs. Taylor's the only dog here that's picked up sheds for multiple seasons now. And even with her, I use every one as an opportunity to add to her training. So here's the example of these trails that are feeding down in. I mean, they're just, it's a highway of deer poop. So this is the stuff, that's what we found that last one on, was one of these trails coming down in. So it's something I don't want to miss. You find any yet, girls? I just have a hard time out walking through this stuff. All right, well, I'm gonna come back, guys, when we get a little more action here. So hope you guys are having an opportunity to go, because today is just beautiful. We'll talk to you guys soon.